Hello everybody, just getting some tags in, but give me thumbs up and whatnot if you can hear me and see the stack of cards there. All right everybody, is everybody able to hear me? All right, everybody, sorry for the delay, a little slow getting things set up, but we were able to get everything going here to the best of my knowledge. Interesting one trying to get into the door. It just wasn't working, and suddenly it worked like a hot darn. So we were able to get in. First and foremost, obviously, the Johnny Gaudreau tragedy. What an absolute heartbreaker. Not how I was hoping to start break 1324, but of course we do have to address that. Everybody out there, whether it was drinking and driving or not, reckless driving, road rage, don't drink and drive. Don't get yourself involved in road rage. Getting home 2 minutes sooner is not worth your life or the lives of others. No need to be aggressive, no need to drive drunk. Obviously, this was what seems to be preventable tragedy, and it's going to rock the hockey world for now until years and years and years to come. Anyways, let's move on to something a little more positive. Break 1324. We're doing 2 boxes of the 2023 SpX, 2 boxes of 2324 SpX. Hoping to find a little Black Lustrous, Black Pride. There's a few goodies in there. Team list, we've got the Anaheim Ducks going to Paul, Arizona with Dan, Boston going to Dwayne Messer, Buffalo is Jeff, Calgary Steve, Carolina gets Dominic, Jason with Chicago, Kurt going with the Avalanche, Christopher going to Columbus, Steve with Dallas, Brent going to Detroit, Mike with Edmonton, Jay going Florida, James Cross taking the California teams, LA, Dan goes to Minnesota, Montreal is Will Jones, Nashville, Jamie, New Jersey Devils, Jamie, Kevin Tracy with both of the New York teams, Islanders and Rangers, Josh Crooker gets Ottawa, Philadelphia goes to Nick, Matt McVicker gets Pittsburgh Penguins, San Jose Sharks is James, Seattle Kraken, Mike, St. Louis is Clayton, Rick on the X side with Tampa Bay, Toronto is Mike, Bravo, Vancouver goes Mike Andrew, Washington is Graham. Jay McLeod rounds it up with Winnipeg. Don't forget, New Jersey Devils were the last team claimed. I always pay attention to that, simply because it's kind of was left for everybody. But let's see if New Jersey hits today as the last one awarded today. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, everybody is the same through all 4 boxes, so it doesn't matter too much what order we go. But we're going to go 1 on the top left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can pull ourselves a little bit of fire. Yep, absolutely heartbreaking. Not an ideal situation no matter who was involved. Just because it's a hockey player doesn't make it more sad. It's sad no matter who's involved, but what a disaster. An avoidable tragedy nonetheless. 23, 24. You know what? I'm going to switch these up. I'm actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 the other way here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so we can go 22, 23 first. Let's see how we do here. We have serial number. Hopefully you can see that. 37667. Let's see what kind of magic we can pull today. Keep in mind, this is my first ever break. I've been involved in the card game for 2017. I kind of got involved. So I've been around the hobby, but not on the breaking side. I've never been a breaker, never been in the room as a breaker. I know Mike personally, but I've only watched a couple of his from behind the scenes. You guys don't know. However, this is my first time on camera, behind the camera. So let's get things going here. All right, let us see how we get this one open here. 22, 23. Let's pull some fire here. I did want to touch base as well. You all don't see, and some of you have been breakers and some of you are involved, but you don't all see exactly what goes into breaking. And to be honest with you, neither did I. So what Mike does, his wife Victoria helps out, what they do is absolutely incredible. There's a ton of work. It doesn't just happen in minutes. It doesn't happen without people like Mike. However, it also doesn't happen without people like you. So thank you to Mike, thank you to Victoria, thank you to everybody that is involved to keep this hobby going. Without you guys, there isn't a hobby. So let's pull some fire. I did want to address as well, I mentioned this in the groups, I do have a mystery prize for the first autograph we find today. Doesn't matter what order it comes from, it's going to be the first prize that we, first autograph that we see. The prize will not be announced. It's just going to be straight mailed to that person. So good luck. Let's see what we can come up with. First card today, what do we have here? Clayton Keller, Radiance FX, 146 out of 549. Beautiful card right off the bat. Arizona with the first hit. That's going to you, Dan. Congratulations on that one. Neat looking card too. I actually quite like that. 146 out of 549. Clayton Keller going to Arizona, the Coyotes. Let's see what we found next here. Philadelphia Flyers. Isaac Ratcliffe. Let's see that number there. It's quite shiny. 039 out of 100. Isaac Ratcliffe for your Philadelphia Flyers. Rookie Radiance. Congratulations to Nick. That one's coming to you, Nick. What do we have here? Philadelphia yet again. Isaac Ratcliffe. 2 cards out of the same box for Isaac Ratcliffe. Rookie autograph patch. I'm hoping I'm holding these in a spot you can see them. Number 35 out of 35. 2-color patch. Last of the print. Rookie autograph patch. Isaac Ratcliffe. Congratulations. You're going to be getting the mystery pack. Like I said, that doesn't get posted or shown. I just mail it out. So hopefully you enjoy. It will go out, I assume, with your next shipment. I might even just mail that one individually. Isaac Ratcliffe Rookie Auto Patch goes to Philadelphia. All right, let's see who we have next here. Montreal Canadiens, another Radiance FX. Jean Beliveau, 183 out of 249. Radiance FX. That's the red. I know there's a few different color varieties. 183 out of 249. Clayton Keller was out of 549. So 183, 249 for Jean Beliveau going to Montreal, going to Will. I believe Will was on the Twitter/X side. Congratulations to Will. That's a beauty card, actually. A player that will go down in hockey history forever, will be talked about for, oh man, ever. Final card of box number 1 going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Elvis Merzlikins, number, again, I'm having a hard time reading these ones, 058 out of 299. Elvis Merzlikins, Columbus Blue Jackets. SpX. Of course. All of these cards appear to be in great condition. They're looking quite nice here. Elvis. Elvis has left the building. To summarize box number 1, we do have the Isaac Ratcliffe Rookie Auto Patch, 2-color patch, 35 out of 35. Elvis Merzlikins, 058 out of 299. Jean Beliveau, Radiance FX, 183 out of 249. That is the red. We do have the second Isaac Ratcliffe, 039 out of 100, as well as Clayton Keller, 146 out of 549. Clayton Keller, Radiance FX. So that wraps up box number 1. We're going to jump over to 23-24. See what we can find there. We'll alternate between the 2 years. This one here, serial number 028720. 028720. Let's see what we find here. Remember, these are just 1 pack per box. So let's see what we come up with. There you go, empty box, 1 pack. I appreciate Mike setting this up easy for me off the start here. I don't have to open 285 packs tonight. It's just going to be 4 packs. And hopefully we can find me a new catchphrase. I've been thinking for a couple of days as to what I need to say if I find a monster. But I think it's just going to come out naturally. Whatever will be, will be. So I'm actually going to skip out of order here. You'll see why soon. Rookie autograph. We got Hugh McGing for the St. Louis Blues. Hugh McGing, St. Louis Blues, number 23 out of 65. That's a 1-colored patch. Rookie autograph for the St. Louis Blues. That'll be going to Clayton. Congratulations, Clayton. Let's get that one up on a stand here. They're going to be pushing me sideways here. Both cards are sideways displayed so far. The Colorado Avalanche, Peter Forsberg, Radiance FX, number 932 out of 949. Peter Forsberg, Radiance FX. These cards are great. I've had a couple of them over the years, and I really like cards that are cut to a different shape. It's just something a little bit unique, a little bit different. And of course, Peter Forsberg was one of my favorite players growing up. It's a shame he couldn't get that ankle figured out. I think he could have been twice the monster that he was, had that ankle done, what the ankle should have done. He did still put up a great career, point per game player, could hit like crazy. More importantly, could score goals and won himself a Stanley Cup. Finite rookies going to the Calgary Flames for Jacob Peltier, 183 out of 199. Jacob Peltier, finite rookies. Everybody's saying things are looking good here. That's good to know. Finite rookies, Jacob Peltier for your Calgary Flames. Finite rookies, Calgary Flames. What else do we have here? Pittsburgh Penguins. That goes to Matt. Another Radiance FX. This one's 158 out of 299. Erik Karlsson, or as my wife refers to him as Smiley. Erik Karlsson, Radiance FX. Again, I really like these cards. Karlsson's a player. He's had a good career, but he's just not quite accomplished everything. I'm sure there's one more thing he'd like to check off his list. But he's definitely got a few years left in the tank. Maybe he figures it out. Let's see what we got here. And I had a hunch this was going to happen. I thought about it today, and I felt like it was absolutely going to happen. Of course it did. I caught a peek right off the hop. But last card in this box, I knew it was coming. Oh, sorry, no, never mind. Jonathan Huberdeau. I misread. I saw the name, and it sent me astray. 253 out of 299. Forget what I just said there. Calgary Flames, 253 out of 299. Steve, this one's coming to you. 253 out of 299. Saw the team, saw the first name. I only caught a glimpse of the card, and I went, oh boy, there it is. But, nope, this one is John Huberdeau. Different John, different Johnny. John Huberdeau. All right, let's go back to 22-23. We have ourselves 036538. 036538. This was one of the actual first, what I would call expensive box that I purchased when I was in the hobby. I always stuck to kind of the lower end stuff, but this is the one where I started to save up my money and decided to give it a shot. I don't remember what I pulled, but I remember it being a big deal because that was an expensive box at the time. Paul Saber, and you're getting Anaheim Ducks, Braden Tracy. If I recall, a clear-cut Braden Tracy was pulled just the other day. 109 out of 399, Braden Tracy for your Anaheim Ducks. Radiance FX, if you've noticed, they've got these little cuts in the card, obviously intentionally done, but they aren't like the Peter Forsberg card where it's actually cut out and shaped. It is still plastic through that little window there. However, Peter Forsberg and the Erik Karlsson Radiance FX are actually cut to a different shape. So although it looks cut, it is not for these versions. So I don't know how I come across on screen. I'm not a nervous person by nature, but I'm oddly enough a little bit nervous. I'm not super sure why, because it's not in my nature to be nervous. However, here we are. Ottawa Senators, Jake Sanderson, 067 out of 199. Finite Rookies Green, or Emerald, I believe it is. 067 out of 199. Finite Rookies for Jake Sanderson. 23 games out of the University of North Dakota. 067 out of 199. Come on. Jake Sanderson, Ottawa Senators. Josh. We got a Maxime Comtois autograph. SpX 22-23 autograph for your Anaheim Ducks. That autograph does look smudged. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is definitely run down onto the card. I will talk to you, Paul, about that and see what we want done, if we can even do anything about it. I'll touch base with Mike as well and see what's going on, but that smudge has definitely come across on the bottom of the N, the top of the T, and it has bled into the card or smudged down onto the card. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but it is most certainly a smudged auto. I've seen a few funky things over the years, and I've seen smudged autos, but I haven't seen a smudged auto that bled onto the actual card itself. So that's an interesting one. However, I will still put it up on the stand here. Anaheim Ducks auto with a smudge. A little character flaw. And finally, Dallas Stars Steve H. You were... Oh, no, not finally. One more after that. Dallas Stars Steve H. You are getting an Obsidian Rookies 499. 12 out of 499. Wyatt Johnston. 499. Wyatt Johnston. Black Obsidian Rookies. And finally, Columbus Blue Jackets. Elvis again, 085 out of 145. Elvis Merzlikins, however you say it. Colored holofoil. Elvis. Elvis has entered the building. That's the second Elvis card we've seen tonight. All right, hope everybody's having a great night so far. Again, brand new, first one ever. I'm sure this is full of flaws. You guys might pick me apart later, but I'm doing the best I can for break number 1. All right, final box. Break number 1 for me. Break 1324, 1324 for Mike. 2324 SPX. Number 28719. 28719. Here we go, final box of the night. Thank you all once again. Thanks to Mike for giving me this opportunity. Thanks to you all for letting me play along. Hopefully, it wasn't too bad. Mike's a little bit tidier than me. He makes sure the garbage gets right into the bag. I'm just putting it aside and I'll deal with it later. However, let's find some fire in this final box here. The knife doesn't want to slide through there. Oh, interesting. The tape seems to have missed, except for that corner there. There we go. All right. Once again, 1 pack, empty box. Let's see how we do here. So yeah, in the comments, I'll go back and read it. I'm probably going to watch this 300 times and pick apart my own spiel and my own mannerisms and how I did things, but hopefully you guys are nice enough to keep your thoughts within other private groups so I don't have to have my feelings hurt. Just kidding. My feelings don't get hurt. Oh, this is a juicy one. It's hard to get in the box and it's hard to get in the pack. All right. There we go. Last but not least, I'm hoping we pull some fire here. First card we see tonight, out of box number 4, Calgary Flames, Martin Pospisil, number 113 out of 149 rookies. Martin Pospisil spent a couple years down in the minors before getting to make his NHL debut. He did things the hard way, of course, which is certainly more than I can say. There's no doubt about that. Martin Pospisil, Calgary Flames. Going to Steve. Getting a couple of cards today, Steve. Another Radiance FX. Sid Abel. Beautiful card. I really like these cards. Number 279 out of 949. Sid Abel Radiance FX. Sid Abel. Yeah, I think it's super neat when they slip in a couple of old cards. Sid Abel. This is what I was referring to. This piece here is actually cut out of the card. It's a shaped that way, as opposed to those other ones that have the plastic filler space in between there. Sid Abel. New York Rangers, Igor Shesterkin, number 54, 054 out of 100. Igor Shesterkin. I actually had a chance. I was down in Seattle at the training complex for the Seattle Kraken. The New York Rangers had their morning skate there, and I had a chance to watch it from behind the scenes and had a great time. The intensity, that was what amazed me, was the intensity for a New York Rangers morning skate was more effort than all of us combined put into our regular day-to-day lives. It was an incredible experience to watch. They battled hard like the Stanley Cup was on the line. And then afterwards, every stick that those players used went to the kids that were watching. I couldn't fathom, $500, $400 a stick. I know money means nothing to those guys, but 30, 40 sticks getting handed out in Seattle on the road for a morning skate. But yeah, it was amazing to watch these guys battle harder for morning skate than some hockey players do in their entire careers, it feels like. But it was amazing to watch, a lot of fun. Really cool training complex in Seattle. Radiance FX. We have a Henrik Zetterberg. 105 out of 299 going to the Detroit Red Wings. Henrik Zetterberg. That's going to Brent. Henrik Zetterberg. Growing up as an Avalanche fan, I was not terribly fond of the Detroit Red Wings, but as I get older, I've learned to appreciate these guys. Were actually a lot better than I would have ever given them credit for. Henrik Zetterberg was never my favorite as a kid, but certainly one of them as an adult. A lot of respect for, what's going on here? A lot of respect for the way he played the game, even though he was playing for the wrong side. Radiance FX, Henrik Zetterberg. I'll try to do what Mike does, where I keep the autograph down to the bottom here, the last card. Jesse Ylonen. I pulled it backwards. Superscripts, Jesse Ylonen for your Montreal Canadiens. That's going to Will. So we've got a Ducks, Flyers, Blues, and Montreal autograph. Shared the wealth a little bit. Superscripts, Jesse Ylonen. Jesse Ylonen. Jesse Ylonen. Last but not least, we got our Philadelphia Flyers Starscape Rookie Shadow Box. That's Elliot Desnoy. I saw this name recently. Desnoyers, I believe is how it's pronounced. Elliot Desnoyers for your Philadelphia Flyers. Going to Nick. Rookie Shadow Box, number 38 out of 99. Congratulations going out to Philadelphia there. So keep in mind, Mike is still working on filling the Pop Century Leaf Metal Box. $19 a spot or 3 for $55. That is a random letter. Even letters like Q, as we remember last time, Audrey Quinn, I think her name was pulled. Q does have some hits in there. A couple of Carmen Electra cards went out recently. We've seen a couple of neat things come out of those boxes. So Pop Century Leaf Metal, only $19 a spot, 3 for $55. So to recap, obviously we have the 4 autographs up on the board there. Maxime Comtois. Paul, again, I'm going to talk to you about that one. That's got quite a smudge on it. The Isaac Ratcliffe rookie auto patch. Hugh McGing, I'm not sure if I'm saying that one right. I'm not familiar with him. Rookie autograph. And Jesse Ylonen for your Montreal Canadiens. I will be putting these into hard sleeves afterwards. However, we do have the Radiance FX, Henrik Zetterberg, Igor Shesterkin out of 100. Sid Abel Radiance FX. Martin Pospisil, Calgary Flames. One of 2 Elvises, number 85 out of 149. Elvis for going to Columbus. Wyatt Johnston, Black Obsidian Rookies, Dallas Stars out of 499. Jake Sanderson out of 199 for your Ottawa Senators. Another Ducks card, Braden Tracy rookie, 399. Sorry, out of 399. Jonathan Huberdeau. What made me nervous there was I knew my gut told me tonight I was going to get a Johnny Gaudreau card, and I kind of worked on what I would say. I saw the word John, and I got myself a little ahead of myself, but Jonathan Huberdeau, followed by Jacob Peltier. And then, of course, that final card we saw, Starscape Rookie Auto Box, Eric Carlson Radiance FX, my boy Peter Forsberg Radiance FX, Clayton Keller out of 549, Philadelphia Flyers, Isaac Ratcliffe to match the auto on the board there, as well as Jean Beliveau out of 249, and the second of 2 Elvis cards tonight. Once again, thank you guys ever so much for listening. Thanks for Mike for giving me this opportunity. Don't critique me too hard. Actually, I won't. I joked about having my feelings hurt. I'm actually going to read any comments like that. And if you feel like messaging me about what I might have missed, I would love to see it. I've rehearsed this in my head repeatedly over the last couple of days of how this is going to go. And hopefully it went well enough. 2024 Leaf Metal Pop Century, still open. Random letter spot, only $19 a spot, 3 for $55. I'll put that over there to see how we do. Thanks for tuning in to break 1324. We'll not be offering any personals right now. We're going to take a little hiatus on that for Mike. I don't want things to be too confusing. We obviously have a system of how things are going to go while he's away, and I don't want to mess with that too much. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. I will be excited to try this again if you'll have me back, if Mike will have me back. Otherwise, 1324 is a wrap. Again, everybody, be safe out there. Don't drive silly. Don't drive crazy. More importantly, don't drive drunk. 1324, that is a wrap. Thank you, everybody.